This season finale episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta has got me triggered as all hell. It is 11:15 at night and I am legitimately sitting up here mad as hell with this Mama Joyce Kandi Todd situation. I'm more mad with Mama Joyce than I am Nene and Kenya damn near ruining that woman baby shower. Let's talk about it. Now, so girl, did y'all get into the season finale of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Listen, I got a late start today because I slept in today. I had too much to drink last night. I was going to watch the shows tonight and come at y'all in the morning. But this thing got me so mad and so triggered. I said, I got to get on here tonight and just talk about how I'm feeling. Get some of this pissed off of me because I can't go to bed mad like this. I'm going to have to go to the store and get me a candy bar after this. But anyway, the episode opens up with Cynthia talking to Noelle, and she tells Noelle she set a wedding date. Noelle let us know that she's working on her acting, got a couple auditions, and Cynthia says that she coming out to California for a few months. So since this was the season finale, we can all gather that on her time off from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she'll be spending her time on the West Coast with Mike and daughter and whatnot. Then we get to the scene that first started to get my temperature rising and my blood pressure boiling. Now listen, here's the thing, right? I had just got through watching Teddy Face and Babyface, and I was hot in all the right places for the wrong reasons. But Mama Joyce done made me hot in all the wrong places for the wrong reasons. So Kandi gets to her house, the house she bought, might I add, and then Mama Joyce feeds her some chicken salad and they get to catching up. Then Mama Joyce throws all types of subliminal shade at Todd through this old cackamammy ass story about a lunchbox. And in the first grade, she learned that people would take your money. I'm sorry. We are 12 seasons in yet. And Mama Joyce has yet to learn boundaries. And at this point, it ain't even Mama Joyce's fault. It's Kandi's. People always say, I can't control what somebody do. I can't control what they do. Yes, the hell you can when you feed them. You can control what they do. I've had situations in my life where I have had to say to one of my parents, do not do X, Y, Z, or you won't see me anymore. And that's just true tea. There are mechanisms you can put in place to make somebody stop doing something. Even if you explain to her, it's not even about Todd at this point. You are disrespecting me, and you are disrespecting my child's father. I just don't understand why she can't cut it out. I feel bad for people who was raised under that ideology that parents can't do no wrong and you can't say nothing back to them and you just gotta let them be. That's just the way it is. That shit never rolled with me. It never rolled with me. And that's why when it comes to my parents, I never had the type of stress that some of these people are going through with their parents. A lot of the stress that Kandi is enduring in her personal life and in her marriage as it relates to her mama don't have to be. That is undue stress that comes from Kandi's inability to draw a line in the sand and set boundaries. I'm sorry, it just is what it is, and the shit just looks pathetic at this point. Nene on the sofa, I guess this is that one free pass that Wendy Williams was talking about when she said she gave Nene one appearance. When Nene called her to tell her about what Kenya said in the blogs. And yes, Wendy, to your point, about, you know, you've worked too hard to be playing and all of that. Yeah, you did, because it's hard for me to believe that in real life you did call Nene to tell her about something Kenya said in a blog. I mean, as soon as Nene logged onto Twitter, I'm sure her notification said 400 tweets. So I am pretty sure that that was a pre-planned conversation that y'all already had, but it was cute or whatever. But is it me, Or did we think Nene was on the phone with her new man? They said she got in Baltimore. She said, "How you doing, Nene?" Child, either that or she summons B. Arthur from the dead for y'all young hoes. That's Dorothy from the Golden Girls. Anyway, we move on from that scene and we move on to the next scene with Kandi talking to Todd and telling Todd how Mama Joyce is not coming to the baby shower because Todd didn't come over there and speak to her. This was the scene where my blood actually went through the roof. Because I'm looking at Kandi like, how in the hell is any of this Todd's fault when it's your mama who got the damn problem? And quiet as it's kept, this situation, it ain't even Todd's fault or Mama Joyce's fault. It's Kandi goddamn fault. Because Kandi, you ain't got no business running back to Todd, telling him every time your mama say some negative shit about him. What in the fucking point? What sense does that damn make? And I always tell people when it comes to being friends and loyalty, oh, that's my best friend, I'm supposed to tell her everything somebody said. Let me tell you something. Sometimes as a friend and as a lover, it is our job to protect our friends and our lover. And if I know that all this information is going to do is hurt my friend or my lover and it doesn't compromise their safety, well-being, or their health, then it is useless information. Kandi ain't had no business going back telling Todd, Mama Joyce said this, that, and the third about the money and about the will, and then expect this man to walk into a restaurant and be nice to her. If Todd is anything like me, I'd have told Kandi, I didn't come over there and speak to your mama to keep from cussing her ass the fuck out in that restaurant and making a scene. And that's low-key what it was. That man is entitled to have a bad day. He is entitled to feel any way he want to feel. And the gag is, he would not be feeling what he was feeling had your ass not ran from your mama house and ran and told him all the shit she was saying. It's almost as if Kandi want chaos and confusion in her life. For the life of me, she gonna have to sit down on damn Iyanla Vanzant's couch and tell me, why do you keep running back telling this man this stuff? And then had the nerve to say at the baby shower scene, of all days you chose to not speak, you chose this day. As if this man can just turn on his emotions on and off. How about, of all the time periods in your life that your mama could have said what the fuck she said, she chose not to say it? I just don't get it. I am so team Todd on this situation, and I think it's a mind fuck, and it is very manipulative what Kandi is doing, because she don't have the balls to put Mama Joyce in her place. Now all of a sudden Todd has to alter the real world to accommodate your inability to handle your mama. Listen, I don't wish divorce and separation on nobody, but that's a level of stress that I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't deal with that shit long term. Mama Joyce right, Todd probably do need to, Kandi probably do need to be somewhere putting her shit in the trust, because if this is what I got to live with for another 20 or 30 years, yeah, I'd be somewhere corralling my coins and sticking them in dead people's name and putting them in a safe as well. That is a lot to put up with, being disrespected on a constant basis and constantly being looked at like you can't be trusted by somebody's mama. Todd a better man than I ever be. Nene go around to Porsha house, and Porsha tells the story about Shamea. I'm glad Porsha cleared that up, because that thing when they was like, Shamea texts Kenya, the whole world was looking like, girl, what? And Shamea was very classy based in her rationale. She's like, girl, you was here with your charity, with the president of this company. Now is not the time to start no confusion, so I just let it ride. Now Kenya, if Kenya did that on purpose, that was very manipulative and very calculated. And quite honest, it was shady to try to make that girl feel like you a better friend to Shamea than she is. It's just low down, and it's proof of why you and Nene cannot get along, because you, Nene, and Marlo, messy ass, y'all play the same damn game. Kandi and Kayla have a cute talk in the bathroom. You know, that was a very cute talk that they had. I liked it because it got to show us a more in-depth look at the nature of the stepmom relationship that Kayla and Kandi has. And I love the way that Kandi just treats Kayla, embraces her as her own. You know, told her, baby, I know your daddy talking all that, but you don't have to leave if you don't want to leave, baby. You don't have to leave. And I support Kandi and love her for doing that and embracing that girl and not making her feel like an outsider, because it can be hard for a stepchild to step into something, especially at the age in which Kayla came into the picture. You know, one last thing, since I kind of already touched on Kandi and Todd with the baby shower. Kandi and Todd get to the baby shower and they get into a little squabble, and I love the way Todd handled it. He said, listen, you want to argue about it and have a good time, because at this point she ain't coming. And he tried to call her and she sent the man a voicemail. And here's the last thing that I want to say in relation to Mama Joyce. I find it petty as hell, her not coming. She cut off her nose to spite her face. Her first priority in anything should be the child she birthed. And to prove some stupid ass, arbitrary, ornery ass point, she'd rather hurt Kandi's feelings than to just show up as if she's doing Todd a favor. The baby shower is for the woman anyway. Quiet as it's kept, the man could take it or leave it. I'm pretty sure had Kandi said, I don't even want to have a baby shower for this party, Todd would have been like, who? The baby shower is for the woman anyway. So you so mad with Todd that you're willing to sacrifice Kandi's feelings and her heart to prove some point. That's a special kind of petty. It just, that is a special kind of petty. And Mama Joyce is just all kind of wrong. She looking for a problem. For the simple fact that he didn't come back there and speak, that's such a violation to her. That's so disrespectful to her. Yet she can't understand how the things she say about him with cameras rolling is disrespectful, far more disrespectful. Her words are far more disrespectful than his silence. And then for either of them to sit there and say, you know, Todd just gonna have to accept the fact that, you know, mama just gets a pass. No, mama don't get no pass. If this hurts my feelings being hurt is a natural response to pain. Okay? Where there is pain, there is an injury. I am feeling a way because this person is doing something to me. It's a two-way street. Respect is due a dog. Respect is due a dog. And I'm going to tell you what's going to end up happening, because I have seen it. Kandi, daughter, I'm telling you now, you better find a way to fix this, because there is going to come a day where she going to catch Todd on the wrong day. And he going to cuss her out so bad that it's going to cause all kind of chaos and confusion in your household. And it's going to cause a rift that's not going to be able to be sewn back together. I ain't telling you what I heard. I am telling you what I know, because I done seen it with my own eyes time and time again. And speaking of a rift, they get to the baby shower, honey. We have to talk about the fashions. We always have to talk about the fashions. Everybody looked amazing. Kenya came a little underdressed because she misinterpreted the theme. That's all right. She still was cute. But baby, y'all already know what I'm finna say, baby. Marlo Hampton had them pulled out the best of her dead lady credit card, the one with the big balance, baby. And not only was a star born, a star was dangling around her ears. Marlo looked it good. Eva looked it good. Sid looked it good. Nene looked it good. Porsha looked it good. Everybody looked it good. Everybody looked it real good. I loved it. Now here's the thing, right? Marlo, you completely stirred that pot. I'm sure somebody told you to. You wait till the ladies get there. You're going to hand Kenya the phone and tell her to read that post. And one thing I like about it, Kenya didn't backpedal a pussy pop or pull one of these. Go on, Marlo. She read it and owned it and said, yup, I did say it did. Is. Now what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Now Nene tried to keep her composure, and rightfully so. When somebody poking at you, you got the right to cuss them out. So I'm not even mad at Nene for going in on her ass and arguing with her. Where Kenya went wrong, she did get up and you was behind that lady. You could have continued talking to Shamea where you was at, or you could have got on the other side of Shamea. Kenya, y'all better stay away from that bitch, because she's calculated and she's deadly. In the real world, it had people not already known Kenya for her works. The moment she would have got up and walked and got behind somebody, her ass would have got popped. And we already know the game Kenya play. Kenya tries to provoke people to the place of breaking the law. Either going to jail, hitting them so they can get suspended or fired. That's some low down shit. The kind of psychological warfare that she plays with them girls. But I got a feeling that Kenya pretty soon is gonna meet her damn match. I hope whatever and whoever they bring on season 13 is somebody that can get Kenya ass all the way the fuck together. Or Nene, I'm gonna need you just to pop her ass one good time. And you probably gonna just have to do it off camera. Just pop her ass one good goddamn time and she'll leave you alone. I'm gonna tell you something that somebody told me. When you got somebody that just keep bothering you and bothering you and bothering you year after year, time after time, event after event, they keep bothering you. All that means is you ain't hit that bitch hard enough. And with that being said, bitch, I'm finna get out of here. Y'all hoes be sure to like and subscribe. But keep that. If a bitch keep fucking with you and you don't try everything, all that simply means you ain't hit that bitch hard enough. You gotta put the fear of God in some goddamn people. And Kenya is one of them people, and I don't advocate for violence. I'm one of those people who honestly believe most people should be able to talk things out and talk them through. But Kenya is one of them people that you gotta pop that bitch one square time in her eye and crack that bitch eye socket for her to leave you the fuck alone. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Y'all stay good out here in these corona streets, and I'll call you later. Bye.